Imagine when whole world's eyes were on giant companies like Tesla and BYD. Britain quietly launched an electric car whose price stunned people. This EV entered the market for just $6,399 US, earning the title of Britain's cheapest new car. But it's not only cheap, it comes with such powerful features that it has shaken the global EV industry. Now everyone is asking, what is so special about it? What technology makes it so different? And most importantly, is it a warning bell for other companies? How has such technology been used at such a low price? In this story, we will explore the journey of this small but remarkable EV from the streets of Britain to becoming a global talking point. We'll also cover its range, speed, features, and the one special secret that made it a trendsetter. But before diving in, the video reminds viewers to subscribe for more amazing content. Before we get to the mini EV itself, let's understand the EV market in Britain. In recent years, the craze for electric vehicles has surged rapidly. Once considered a luxury or an experiment for the rich, EVs have now gone mainstream, with more and more people actively seeking clean and affordable alternatives to petrol and diesel. The British government is supporting this transition, having announced plans to completely ban the sale of new petrol and diesel vehicles by 2035. This leaves automobile companies with no choice but to shift their lineups to electric or exit the market. In 2024 alone, around 350,000 EVs were sold in Britain, an 18% increase from the previous year. And surprisingly, this growth wasn't limited to expensive brands like Tesla or BMW. Mid-range and now low-priced EVs like the Nissan Leaf, MG4 EV, and Vauxhall Corsa Electric have also sold well. The main reasons? Affordable pricing, low maintenance costs, and an ever-expanding charging network. Charging anxiety, once a major barrier, has greatly reduced with over 50,000 public charging points now available across Britain, thousands of which are fast chargers. Around 1,000 new points are added every month, making long-distance EV travel more practical. The government further boosts EV adoption by offering road tax exemptions, company tax benefits, and previously grants for EV purchases. This makes EVs an attractive choice not just for private buyers, but also for company fleets and taxis. The shift is driven by changing laws, evolving consumer mindsets, and rising awareness about environmental impact. EVs are also far cheaper to run. Covering 150 to 250 kilometers on a full charge costs around £12, much less than petrol. With strict carbon emission regulations, automakers face heavy fines for selling polluting vehicles, pushing brands like Ford, VW, Nissan, and BMW to accelerate their EV plans. Against this backdrop, smaller and newer companies have started focusing on affordable, practical EVs for the masses instead of futuristic luxury models. One such name is Dogood Zero, which grabbed global attention by launching an EV for just $6,399. In a market where most EVs cost over $30,000, such a price sounded like a rumor at first. But when confirmed, it left everyone stunned. How did Dogood Zero achieve this? The secret lies in smart cost engineering and clever planning. From the start, the company's goal wasn't to create a high-tech showpiece, but an affordable, functional car for everyday use. They optimized costs at every step instead of blindly cutting corners. In terms of size and design, the Dogood Zero is a compact city car. No large body, no heavy steel frame, just the essential materials needed. This meant less steel and fiber usage, automatically reducing costs. They source parts already available in the market in bulk from existing suppliers instead of custom manufacturing, further lowering expenses. Localization was another key factor. The car was fully designed and assembled in the UK, avoiding transportation, import duties, and foreign supplier dependency. Local labor and technology kept quality intact while controlling prices. The most expensive component of any EV is the battery. And here, too, Dogood Zero made a smart choice. Instead of high-end lithium-ion NMC batteries, they opted for lithium iron phosphate, LFP, batteries, which are cheaper, safer, and ideal for small cars with shorter ranges. The battery size was kept modest, offering a 150 to 180 kilometers range per charge, perfect for city driving. This reduced battery costs and simplified the charging system, making it cheaper and easier to maintain. I can continue with the rest of the another interesting thing is that some section and finish the story if you'd like. That part explains the remaining design choices and how they contributed to the ultra-low price. Many of the fancy features in this car have been removed. No big infotainment system, leather seats, or automatic wipers. Instead, it comes with basic digital displays, simple fabric seats, and manual controls that are cheaper but still get the job done. This is smart cutting, not offering luxury, but fulfilling the need. Another important factor is the company's business model. The Dogood Zero isn't sold through big dealer networks. It's available directly via online orders. With no middlemen or extra commissions, the price drops to the customer, even if it means the company keeps tighter margins. Offering only limited variants also reduces inventory costs. Dogood Zero didn't make a weak or low-quality car. It built one with every penny in mind, keeping the size small, removing unnecessary features, using affordable batteries, sourcing parts locally, and adopting a direct-to-customer model. That's how the price came down to just $6,389. The real highlight is the range and battery technology. Even at such a low price, Dogood Zero has wisely chosen battery tech. While big companies hike prices with advanced, costly batteries, Dogood Zero opted for a cheaper, durable, and reliable solution. It offers a range of about 150 to 180 kilometers on a full charge, less than a Tesla, but perfect for its purpose as a city mini EV. This car is meant for short trips, office, college, shops, markets, and for that, its range is ideal. The battery is an LFP, lithium iron phosphate, unit. Unlike high-end lithium-ion NMC batteries, which are expensive and fragile, LFP batteries are cheaper, safer, and longer-lasting. They may give slightly less range, but they don't overheat, degrade slowly, and work well in varying temperatures, making them durable in all weather conditions. Charging is also practical. With a normal household charger, the Dogood Zero takes 6 to 7 hours for a full charge, perfect for overnight charging. At a fast charging station, it can reach 80% in 2 to 3 hours, which is quite good for a category. There's no battery swapping option for now. The battery is fixed, but since it's small, low voltage, and lightweight, charging isn't a hassle. The company says swapping would increase costs and require a separate infrastructure, which isn't viable for budget EVs yet. The LFP battery also lasts 3,000 to 4,000 charging cycles, meaning if you drive 150 kilometers daily, it could serve you for 8 to 10 years without major issues. It's also recyclable, an eco-friendly choice in a world worried about environmental impact. When it comes to speed, size, and city performance, the Dogood Zero surprises again. Though it's called a mini EV, it's far from being a toy. The top speed is around 70 kilometers per hour, more than enough for city driving, where most traffic moves between 40 to 60 kilometers per hour. The car is a compact two-seater, slightly longer than a scooter, allowing it to slip easily through narrow streets, tight parking spots, and congested areas where big SUVs hesitate. Whether it's commuting to work, school drop-offs, grocery runs, or navigating flyovers and U-turns, its small size makes it agile and convenient. The engine delivers instant torque, so acceleration is quick, perfect for overtaking, beating traffic lights, or escaping jams. The Dogood Zero isn't aimed only at car enthusiasts. It's designed for the masses. Students traveling to college, office workers avoiding public transport, delivery agents covering short distances, or senior citizens wanting a safe, simple ride. It's low-maintenance, silent, and gear-free. Just press a button and go, as easy as using a phone. For those living in busy cities who want an affordable, durable, and user-friendly vehicle, this EV isn't just a smart choice. It's the perfect daily companion. Its arrival also raises a bigger question. Is this an alarm bell for other EV companies? The answer is yes. A small but smart car like the Dogood Zero could push big players to rethink strategies. It's not just a car, it's the start of a new trend, making affordable EVs for everyone. Do you want to now merge this with the previous paragraph I made for the first part? So the whole Dogood Zero story is in one smooth final piece? That way it will read like a full, connected article. For years, many companies have been selling EVs as high-tech, premium status symbols. There's no doubt that their cars are impressive, but their prices remain far beyond the reach of the average person. Take the Tesla Model 3 or BYD Seal. Both cost upwards of $30,000. In stark contrast, the Dogood Zero arrived at just $6,399, instantly grabbing attention. Models like this raise a crucial question. Will EVs remain vehicles only for the wealthy, or will they become accessible to everyone? If, in the future, people begin choosing cheaper, smarter EVs, it could be a serious warning bell for major players. This leads to the topic of market disruption. The EV industry is already highly competitive, with companies battling over technology, range, charging time, and features. But a new contest has begun. Who can make the most affordable, durable EV? In this race, brands like Dogood Zero have a real shot at winning because they've proven an EV can be practical without unnecessary frills. This challenge is especially tough for large automakers, whose production systems are slow and expensive to change. For example, a company like Tesla would need years to retool factories, adopt new battery technology, and significantly cut costs. Smaller brands like Dogood Zero, however, are nimble, able to experiment freely without the weight of brand expectations. The entry-level EV segment remains largely untapped. Affordable electric cars for everyday people are still rare. If more companies follow Dogood Zero's approach, the face of the EV market could change within a few years. Big brands might underestimate this shift now, but they fail to introduce budget-friendly EVs in time. Their market share could slip, especially in regions like India, Africa, Latin America, and South Asia, where purchasing power is lower. In these markets, a car like the Dogood Zero could sell quickly. Ultimately, this is more than just a cheap car. It's a big question for the industry. Should EVs be exclusive to the rich or available to anyone who needs clean, affordable, and smart transport? If big companies ignore it, cars like Dogood Zero could move from being a trend to triggering a full market transformation. Dogood Zero also has its sights set beyond Britain. When it launched there, few imagined a small mini EV would make such a buzz. But as soon as its price and features went public, interest poured in from around the globe. The company's early signals make it clear they don't intend to stay local. Their aim is to reach every country where people seek affordable, sustainable, and smart EVs. Europe and Asia appear to be the next logical steps. Europe already has strong EV demand but is plagued by high prices, making Dogood Zero a perfect fit for middle class. In Asia, particularly in countries like India, Indonesia, and Vietnam, small vehicles dominate the roads. Petrol prices keep rising, and governments are actively promoting EVs. A Dogood Zero launch in India could directly challenge models like the Maruti Alto, Tata Tiago EV, and MG Comet, potentially undercutting them significantly on price. However, expansion won't be easy. Each country has its own homologation requirements, standards, and safety tests for road use. In the U.S., for example, vehicles must undergo crash testing, emissions checks, even for EVs, and software validations. India requires approvals from agencies like ARAI. To export globally, Dogood Zero will need to adapt its model, adding features like extra airbags, seatbelt alerts, reverse sensors, or enhanced battery safety covers. These changes will increase costs, but strong demand could justify the investment. Reports suggest the company is already conducting pilot tests and exploring dealership partnerships in select countries, targeting markets with fast-growing EV adoption and supportive government policies, such as the Netherlands, Norway, and emerging economies like India. The U.S. might be a tougher market due to stricter rules on size, safety, and speed, but there could still be niche demand among students and urban commuters if the model is tweaked to meet American standards. If Dogood Zero manages to adapt to international regulations and secure the right local partners, it could become a global phenomenon, forcing giants like Tesla and BYD to realize the real threat isn't from large, complex EVs, but from compact, affordable models that resonate with the everyday buyer. Now, let's talk about the shock of features at such a low price. Naturally, the first question people ask is, what do you actually get for $6,399? Surprisingly, quite a lot. Dogood Zero includes a clear, easy-to-read digital display showing speed, battery status, charge level, and range. While it's not a touchscreen, its simplicity is a plus. The car even comes with air conditioning, a rare offering in this price bracket, along with Bluetooth connectivity, a USB charging port, rear parking sensors, and a digital speedometer. The boot is cleverly designed for everyday items like groceries or office bags, and the foldable seats allow extra space when needed. What truly made this car viral, though, was the public reaction in Britain. The moment the first images and videos hit social media, platforms like Twitter and TikTok exploded. Some hailed it as a new revolution of EV, while others joked that even bicycles in Britain cost more. Thousands of review videos appeared on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, showing off its compact size, smart features, and smooth ride. Local auto bloggers and YouTubers tested it in city traffic and reported no performance lag, praising it as an ideal urban vehicle. Even professional auto reviewers agreed. While it's not built for high-speed highways, it's perfect for city use, especially for those seeking affordability, durability, and low maintenance. Some dubbed it the taxi of the future, others compared it to a postal van. But all agreed it gave competitors something to think about. Local news outlets crowned it Britain's cheapest EV, and at one point, pre-booking demand was so high the company's server crashed. The Dogood Zero proves that when the idea is right and the goal is to serve the common person, neither a massive budget nor a famous brand is necessary. With smart thinking and precise execution, even a small EV can make a big market splash.